This time on Roadkill, it's a budget beater drag car battle.
Our race Finnegan from 500 miles away.
Two teams in different states go head-to-head to build the quickest car they can for next to nothing. Welcome back to another stay-at-home edition of Roadkill, and this time, Newbern and I are hanging out in my basement in Georgia. Tony Angelo and friends from his shop in Pennsylvania. We both have a small budget to fix up some pretty crappy cars, and then 3 days from now, we're gonna line up at drag strips in different states and try to virtually kick his butt on a drag strip.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Exactly. So obviously, coronavirus is still running wild, and we have to be safe and stay at home, but we want to make sure we could still come together for a roadkill and make a really fun episode. So we had this brilliant idea. We can't travel. We're kind of stuck at home in our little bubbles. We are going to build some cheap, fun cars. We said we could spend $3 grand on go fast, like engine parts, essentially, right? Stuff that makes the car go fast. So not the smallest budget, but small. Mine's going to be faster, and at the end of it, we're going to race 8th mile. Then, you know, maybe one day after we beat you virtually, then we can, and everyone's safe and we get through this, then we could beat you in real life later as friends.
Did he forget who he was talking to?
I know. Good luck with that. Really. You're gonna need it. All the luck.
It's probably true. Honestly, we have 3 days to turn like a shell into a car, so I'm excited about it. These are gonna be some long nights. So I've got an 85 Monte Carlo that I just picked up. It is a shell with a cage in it. I've got a 383 little stroker short block here. I'm gonna throw a bunch of parts at, make a whole bunch of horsepower, and then obviously smoke that Nova that never works. So that'll be the way it goes, and it'll be great. We'll keep it fun and friendly.
Yeah, you're losing, whatever. We have Newbern's 71 Nova, which is internet famous for blowing up engines at Hot Rod Drag Week, and it is presently equipped with 454 freaking cubic inches from the OG Roadkill ramp truck, which you know is super reliable and fast.
With God knows how many miles are on it.
We'll be fine.
Who's driving?
Newbern,
Nice.
it's his car.
So you guys just have all those things going in your favor. I will be working with my buddy Pat, who's currently not here. He's an old buddy from engineering school. He'll be here the rest of the time. We got to hustle over here, obviously. Tons to do. Call us whenever, but I got to get cranking. So, peace.
Bye-bye. It's really not very light.
This car weighs 3420 with me in it. That was with the small block with aluminum heads.
And now we have this because that motor died at Drag Week. We just need to somehow make that 454 run better because Tony's gonna kill himself just trying to make his car run.
His car is gutted right now. His car has no glass. It's basically a shell. The engine is a short block out of the car. The whole car is taken apart right now, so.
Well, let's be real. He's got a gutted race car.
Right.
He's gonna be lighter. We're not gonna have the performance advantage, I don't think.
No.
But time is probably on our side. All right, let's make a plan.
It's Tuesday morning. It's 80 degrees already by 10 o'clock. And we've got one beautiful black engine to start assembling. Last thing I can remember Newbern doing in that car is a burnout with a trailer on it, and then he broke his entire rear suspension. So, I love you. Either he's coming back with a vengeance, very possible. He's got Finnegan in his corner that could bring some heat, or that happens again, and then we just have to have a car that gets down the track. But either way, I want to make a bunch of horsepower. So we are ready to rock. We can assemble this whole long block right now. If you want to make big horsepower, you got to have a big camshaft. I've got this Comp Cams. It's a big beast. We're going to run a 1.6 rocker to get about 550 lift out of this thing. It's going to make good power almost everywhere. You're not giving up the whole bottom end, but up top, it will be a screamer. To make a bunch of horsepower, you've got to have the right cylinder heads. These are LPC Liberty Performance Components heads that I had set up by my buddy Joe over at Gas House Motorworks. They're 202 intake, 160 exhaust valve size. These are 205cc intake runners and a 64cc chamber, so pretty small. It's gonna keep the compression up a little bit over 10-to-1. So these will rip. I made sure he put in some comp valve springs with enough clearance to run over 550 lift, because we're gonna put on a 1.6 ratio rocker to get a little more extra lift out of that cam, a little more air coming in, a little more air going out, a little more power at the rear wheels.
We have 3 days to make this happen, so
What do you want to do?
we're gonna do a camshaft, nitrous.
I like nitrous. If we put a cam in it, it's gonna need valve springs, it's gonna need lifters, intake manifold too. Carburetor. Didn't you say the rear suspension ripped off from underneath the car?
Yeah. So on day 3 of Drag Week 2019, I ran it like 6 or 8 times. I ran you once, you embarrassed the hell out of me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Was that the time I didn't have first gear? No.
Oh, you had all the gears when you raced me. No, it was bad.
Well, let's make this not like that. Let's make this faster then. All right, so camshaft, intake carb, and we'll make the motor nice and happy and then worry about the rear suspension at the last minute.
Perfect.
All right, cool.
Yo, drive shaft.
Yes. And
That
it's
was fast.
Shorter too.
Yeah. Hopefully it now fits. Had to shorten it because of the T56 that's in there. So.
All right, so we got a new yoke for our trans.
Yep.
She's shorter.
He said it was balanced out good.
It's gotta be.
I trust him. It's all good.
I'm just happy we got it back. Same day, 2-hour service. Thank you. Thank you. Now let's build our motor. This thing's gonna sound so much better with a camshaft in it. Any camshaft would make it better. Oh, we're gonna get lighter. We're gonna shave weight just by changing the intake. Water pump coming out.
This is the same water pump that was on the 540. She's been leaking.
Oh yeah, we'll get another one.
Yeah.
If it overheated 2 motors in a row, it probably doesn't deserve to go on such a fine piece of cast iron like the Roadkill ramp truck 484. Day 2 of this thing. We're just now disassembling our engine. We still have to fix the back of the car. The reason we're behind is, look, I'm holding the camera. It'll be fine.
From the staging lanes to the start line, baby.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah.
There.
All right. How's it look?
It's got a little rubber.
All right.
It's fine.
Check this out, folks at home. See the cam gear move back and forth? Not only does it affect the cam timing, it affects the ignition timing because in a big block Chevy, the distributor is mounted all the way in the back of the block, and that's rocking and rolling at the back there. That's bad for nitrous. I'm so glad we're changing this because that's 1 to 2 degrees of it moving at least. Dun, dun, dun. Sweet.
Valve train is dialed, already adjusted, the front cover's on. We're doing stuff like digging through old bolt bins. So my goal for tonight is to have this entire long block ready to rock and drop in when the transmission gets here tomorrow. Anyway, back to work.
Ring, ring.
Hey, what's up, dudes? Hey.
How's it going?
This is my buddy Pat.
Yeah, you got help now.
Not that I need it. I feel good where we are now.
What I can see of your face looks very sleepy.
Yeah.
How's it going for you?
We do have a long block now. We spent all our money, pretty much. I'll have to do the math, but...
That's a quick...
Yeah, you notice he panned down and came right back up, so we really couldn't see.
It's in here. It's in this area here.
Yeah. So you now have a Stroker 383 with aluminum heads, and you've not spent $3,000. This isn't interesting.
They're from China. They're like a couple $100. I will send you the list. We're good.
Nah, it's cool. I trust you. I know you wouldn't cheat.
Look at this. Look at us digging around in old bolt bins. Come on. We're getting serious over here. Saved all that money, put it in the heads. Yeah, I'm gonna reuse. I got a bunch of old junk in here. Yeah.
Nice flex plate there.
That's a good show. I appreciate it. Good effort. Yeah, we'll see you later.
All right, later.
Bye-bye.
So we've got our 383 long block buttoned up. It's looking good. I feel great about it. Everything inside went together beautifully. But we're kind of stalled with the accessory drive, just figuring out old pulleys and stuff. I think we're gonna have some better stuff for that tomorrow. So what we're gonna do is try to use this time to work on the rear end of this car. Now it came with a Ford 9-inch rear housing already bolted in. I got a third member from Speedmaster today, so we're gonna try and cram that in and maybe even get the brakes on tonight. So that's the plan. Ready, Pat?
Yes, I am.
Fit it. So when I bought this car, one of the things I was most pumped about is that it has this quick performance Ford 9-inch rear end already in here. It's got QA1 arms, Mosier axles, and it was a big come up. So all we're gonna do is slam that Speedmaster third member in here, and we'll be ready to rock. Go across.
I'll stand back. You can do this.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Look at that.
That worked. Ah, good.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, hold on.
There you go.
Woo! Here's where things get a bit wonky. Tony and I agreed the rules would be you have $3 grand for speed parts, right?
Yep.
And anything used that you already had would be like 75% of whatever it costs. We cannot do cylinder heads and valve train on this thing for $3 grand. There's no way.
The cheapest head I could find was like $900 a piece.
We went and got the smallest comp cam we could find for a 454. Valve springs, double roller timing set, push rods, lifters. That was $1,100. That car has an MSD digital 7 ignition box, programmable if you want to run nitrous, which we do.
Yeah.
Well, that box is $980 retail. 75% of that, it's $736. We're at $2947.5, and we were gonna reuse all of our old solenoids and stuff that were already on the car. How the hell is Tony keeping his program under $3 grand? So there's the plan. Install new parts, feel good about the fact that we did stick to the budget, and Tony's gonna cheat his way to a loss. Fine, whatever.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. I now have a camera we could put down the engine to see if it's at top dead center. Okay, there's the spark plug hole. Oh, there's our piston. See a little bit of scuffing on the thrust side, but it is fresh. Some carbon buildup. Slow down. All right, now it's coming up. Going, slow down. There you are, right there.
Right there.
That's top dead center using a video camera. Now, granted, this isn't us degreeing the camshaft in or anything. We'll get it close enough where we can line the dots up on our timing set and call it good. This thing rules.
Is that the old camshaft?
Yeah, I was gonna save everything just in case. Why does that say comp cams?
No way. If it's the same size as the one we just ordered, that's gonna be funny.
All right, so this is it, all right. High energy 218 hydraulic flat cam for big block Chevy 396 to 454. This thing was not stock. We probably could have left it together and sprayed it and saved ourselves a bunch of trouble and money. This might rump a little better.
If that gives us a little more power, let's do it. If I run like a 680 and he runs like a 679.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, all right, so we got a good spare flat tappet cam sitting here. We have the right springs. We can put all the lifters in, all the push rods in. We could slam the intake on it.
This is good because once the intake's on there, nitrous plate, I can start getting the nitrous solenoids back on there like it was, the throttle linkage. This motor is gonna rip, dude.
It's gonna be awesome. Nitrous fixes all of those problems. We're a dot right there. We're going to rotate the camshaft a little bit. We got to be careful because the lifters, it's hydraulic, it's not pumped up.
There's still a little bit of lash there. Like
That's all right. I mean, mainly we just want to see, like, is it close? Okay, it seems okay. Well, it didn't lock up. So I think we have some piston to valve clearance.
Yeah.
The rockers are nowhere close to hitting the retainers or the springs, so let's put all the push rods in. I was a little worried this is way too much intake, but it doesn't have a massive amount of plenum volume. And besides, nitrous. Nitrous will make everything work fine. We can install the carburetor.
Yeah, plate, carburetor.
water neck.
Then I can start doing all the linkage stuff.
Yeah. This plate is awesome. No spray bars. It's got a cone, 360-degree spray pattern, and it hangs way down in the intake, so it's a straighter shot for the spray.
So it's like almost like a direct cord.
Dude, it's bad. It's bad. Okay, cool. Nice. All right, so we'll get a cam button tomorrow, button up the front of the motor.
Accessories, radiator.
Tomorrow we make big progress. Sweet.
So we are unloading our Gearstar 700 R4 transmission. This does not count against our budget because New Bern has a T56 that already cost $1 million. So this thing is sick. I picked this beastly Gearstar 700 R4. That's a 4-speed overdrive automatic. I've got a billet yank 3,000 RPM stall speed torque converter. So it's gonna haul right off the line. And essentially it's like semi-manual. I'll be able to bang it through the gears and it's gonna go direct, boom, boom, into every gear. And then if I put it in drive, it will shift itself. So it's really street, strip, happy. It's gonna do both very well. And these things are tough as nails. So I'm not worried about our 450 horsepower putting a hurting on this thing at all. First thing we're gonna do is try to get this entire rear end with brakes handled, assembled, and ready to rock. So let's pull it out, do it on the table. Sweet, good?
Yep.
So we're just trying to figure out a way to get our third member to stay in the housing. So I just ran to the hardware store, grabbed some bolts, and I'm just gonna slam them through and then tack weld them all the way around. It's roadkill, it'll be fun. Boom, just like that. All right, instead of trying to beast this thing up, we're just gonna lower the car down. Just keeping it cheap, throwing on these old Edelbrock stamped rusty valve covers we found in the back of the Monty. And what's nice is they will cost $0 against our budget.
All right, and that's about how the alternator will sit.
Throwing on SFI rated Speedmaster billet flex plate just to keep us safe. Neutral balance front and one small weight on the flex plate. That's how they roll. All right, it is the end of day 3. We've got basically one more day to work on this car until we have to hit the track. We're pretty tired. Just gonna slam this transmission onto our 383 and call it a night. Just get ready to put it in, you know, maybe clean the engine bay out, but one very long day tomorrow, and then we're gonna hit the track. It's party time. All right, go to bed. Okay, I guess it's time to check in on the B team, see how they're doing. You guys there?
Yo.
What up?
You guys look clean and refreshed. So you didn't sleep in the shop last night like we did?
Nah.
Nah.
Your car run yet?
No.
No.
Hopefully it runs tomorrow.
You guys want to know where the engine is? It's on a table. It's on a table over here.
I want to see you make your car run in the next 24 hours.
Oh, so do I.
What's left?
Motor and trans into the car, shifter, seat, wiring, cooling, fuel. What else makes cars run?
Hopes and dreams, apparently.
Mount some tires, get a windshield, drive shaft made. Does that seem like a lot? It seems like a lot to me.
How's your budget looking on this whole deal?
Number one, let's be real. I bought this car with that stroker block for $1,000. We're not counting that. The crank is $249. So also, pistons are some more money. But then, yeah, we spent like $2 grand on the top end, full top end, heads, rockers, push rods, camshaft lifters, everything.
Yeah. All right.
We're in the ballpark.
All right.
We're changing out new parts for used parts just to get that 75% price.
Yeah, we put a new cam in with old valve springs to make sure we didn't go over, and we didn't do cylinder heads. Yeah.
You're gonna be fine, I think.
Oh, we're fine. I slept great. My conscience is clear. I would come there and help you, but
Look, we could probably finish ours and drive there and help him.
No.
all right, we're gonna go finish ours.
All right, later, dudes.
Good news is, the last of our parts came in. 24 hours to go till we race. The engine is in the car, trans is in the car. When we left off last night, you had put the carb and the nitrous plate on, and now we need to go back and pull the timing cover off the motor, put the cam button in. We got a new magnetic pickup for our used and very, very rusty and corroded MST distributor, the all-important nitrous jets. That stuff gets the engine running, and after that, we ought to go around the block at least once, make sure it's happy. Did they charge a core on the water pump?
No.
Cool.
Slept in the shop last night. Our engine is still not in the Monte Carlo. We have a monstrous amount of things to do, and we have to be racing in about 24 hours. We've got to get a drive shaft made and a windshield put in. That's the two things we really can't do ourselves, so that kind of has to happen during business hours. If this doesn't happen, we're gonna lose the shop. Oh no, we're gonna have to buy them steak dinners, which is not too bad. Give it a little shove over, push. We're gonna lay the headers in.
You gotta bash that one.
Modified.
The header's hitting the motor mount. It's sitting on top of the motor mount right now. I think we're gonna have to give it a shove. See this pipe sitting on that?
Yeah.
Just gotta, there you go. There you go.
Bring the car down a little bit. Just gonna lift the motor up.
That's right.
And now try to rock, pull your side up, lift your side up. Your side up, there you go. That's it.
Yeah, we're almost there, down some. Oh, you got it in, all right.
Cool, all right, so we've got our 700 R4 bolted up with a dual exhaust crossmember from Summit. That was a couple $100. These are sweet and it fit in beautifully. I've got a Speedmaster yoke. Now we can measure for the drive shaft. 52.5 to the lip seal, 50.5 to the yoke.
We just measured for our drive shaft. It needs to be a little bit shorter than this old stocker.
Yeah, we've got one that's too long and one that's too short.
So if anything, we can cut down one of these rusty boys here. It's not the best situation, but
We're gonna try to find somebody local that can whip one together for us. If not, we'll make it ourselves.
It looks a lot like an engine.
Oh yeah, we're getting there. Throttle pedals hooked up, return spring, all the little stuff that's going to bite us is done.
We can take the timing cover off and do the button and gaskets. Then we have a new Duralast water pump that can go on to replace the leaky one. Radiator, fluids, prime it, set the valve lash on the rockers.
Yep.
And make noise.
Yes.
We have this nylon button here. That is long, so right now the timing cover won't go all the way on. We have to sand this down to achieve a gap of between 5/8 thousandths of an inch, basically.
Let's subtract an eighth.
All right, so we just have to take off probably 5 thou. Don't get crazy.
I was just making it even.
All right, we can Loctite the bolts because we're not going to sand it anymore. Pretty sure you got it. Which bolts held the water pump in?
That long stainless stud, it would go in this spot.
Got it. Oops, sorry.
So mainly, let's just make this where it's easily adjustable. Then we'll get a belt fit.
Let's do radiator and distributor and build them out, and then fire it.
Okay.
I'm gonna run a very affordable Street Fire distributor, trying to keep the dollars low. I'm just gonna respring it so that the advance comes on a little quicker, and it should be ready to rock. HEI is cool too because it's got the coil in it. It's one wire installation. It's gonna help us with time too a little bit. This is a home stretch. My buddy Colin Wolf, who's an insane fabricator, is in the back shop. We dragged him out. He's gonna do a couple things for me, like put the seat in. One thing you wanna get right when you get your seat in your car is make sure you can reach the pedals. We just picked up our new drive shaft. Here it is, in a bunch of pieces. I talked to the guys at Associated Truck Parts. I said I need a drive shaft made today. They laughed me off the phone. and said, we can sell you the parts, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make it ourselves. Will it be balanced? No. Is it a big deal? We'll find out. All right, we've enlisted a little more help. This is my buddy Mike Barbalindo. He works over at S&W. I've got this Demon 950 that was for sale at the S&W swap meet, 200 bucks. So we're gonna try to slap that on and keep it low buck. Fast and cheap, that's what we're going for. This car's gonna run, make it to the track, and need some sticky rear tires. I ordered up some 275 50/15s. It's nice and short. For the 8th mile, it's gonna accentuate our short gearing. We're gonna put it on some 15x8 soft 8s, and these are gonna rip. We're getting a drive shaft made in-house, which is sweet. And Colin just came out the back door with our drive shaft. It looks insane. It's a good feeling. Colin did most of the work, but we pressed the hell out of those U joints. All right, it's like 12:15. We gotta be on track in, I don't know, 8 hours or something. We have a ton left to do. The list is very, very long. Guys have been working their butts off. I've been fighting with these brake lines for a minute, but it's finally figured out. We have a fuel system. We have a drive shaft. I mean, we're making big strides. We're not gonna stop. Death or glory, basically. I gotta get back to work.
So close. Look at that. There's a couple things wrong with it. The alternator's kind of floppy, and they don't charge very well when they're floppy like that. So I'm gonna make a new adjuster for it. So I'm gonna go cut this tube down, TIG weld both sides, make one strong adjustable piece that's left and right hand threaded. So as you turn it, you can lengthen it and shorten it. Yeah, look at that. These are some of my finest welds. I want people to know that. Perfect. Now when we rotate this, dude, it lines up pretty good, too. Oh! Look at this.
You didn't scratch my car, did you?
I jacked it up, I looked, and I'm like, I think the jack's pulled towards me. And I looked under it and went, yep, it pulled towards me, and I stood up and I was gonna lower it down, and it just slid to the right. It'll be smooth sailing from here on out. Let's try and fire it. Our muddy carburetor has fuel now. Timing's off. Try again. Whew. Yeah, let's check the firing order. Attempted to fire it and it backfired through the carb. Kind of had a feeling the distributor was in wrong, and it was. Pulled the cap off and discovered the rotor was pointed 180 degrees the wrong direction. Now it should fire.
Ready?
Do it. Yeah, there we go. Let me give her a little squirt, squirt. Go for it. There we go, there we go. All right, it's got 2 degrees of timing in it, so we'll give it some more.
And it has 0 fuel pressure.
You put the push rod in, right?
Yep.
Or there's no fuel in the tank. So here's where we're at. Got the car fired up this morning. Distributor was 180 out, fixed that. We got the valve lash set. Motor sounded pretty good. We shut it off immediately because our fuel pump, which is mechanical and activated off the camshaft we installed, that was not picking up any fuel. Dave pulled the filter out, and the filter was full of rusty flakes. And this has a stock gas tank in it. It's steel. Somehow, this car got a bunch of water in the fuel, and that is now totally burning us. If we're this far behind, how far behind is Tony?
So right now I've got the fuel drained out of the tank. This is a 114 octane. I'm gonna pour it in this tank right here. It's got a built-in filter, so hopefully it cleans all the rust out.
We have run, with the help of our friend Brandon, who just happened to be in the neighborhood, an entirely new and much smaller 3/8 rubber fuel line with a filter to a T to our carburetor. No more pressure regulator because we stuck a tiny Holley red electric fuel pump in the back of the Nova right by the gas tank, which we've cleaned out. This looks promising. Old gas going right back into the gas tank. I do believe she'll run now, sir. Yeah! For now, let's take it around the block, make sure the clutch, make sure all that stuff works. Bungee cord holding the hood on. Custom mismatch ratio rocker arms. If that isn't a roadkill looking car, I don't know what is.
This transmission shifts so smooth and so short. I love it. Temp's good. The voltage is really good. Oil pressure's good. Runs okay. There's a lot of smoke out from under the hood.
Well, made it back without the assistance of a tow truck. That's good news.
It's kind of slow, I'm not gonna lie. Clutch works great. Brakes work good. Turns good.
It was smoking when you got in here, so let's open it up.
I think it's brake fluid on the exhaust when I bled the clutch.
You're not getting power when this is cranking. Watch. When you're an accessory, fine.
Yeah, yeah.
When I turn it to run, it
Okay.
turns off.
Okay, so this isn't the right wire then.
Exactly.
This one's wrong.
All right, you guys ready? Let's see what it does. We got wires, we got power, we got fuel. Trans fluid?
Yeah.
All right, let's put it up and loop it.
Probably coming right out of the cooler ports.
Yeah. We forgot to hook up the trans cooler lines. It's made a huge mess. So we're gonna have to at least loop it, get it fired back up. But fires right up, sounds awesome. We got the transmission fluid spill cleaned up, got the lines hooked up to the cooler. We're ready to fire this thing back up. Windshield guy flaked on us. We've got Colin on the case. He's trying to whip up some Lexan, and that'll get us in there. We already bled the brakes and added fluid to the rear end. So that's a couple things knocked off our list, but it's time to finally fire this thing up, let it live so we can hear it, set the timing, warm it up, make sure everything is legit. She'll be ready to go. Hit it. It sounds pretty badass, very loud. Got a windshield now. Boom! So we had a really big day here working on our Monte Carlo. It sounds insane, so hopefully as soon as everyone's ready to rock, we will meet on different tracks and battle it out.
We made it. We're here at Paradise Dragway here in Calhoun, Georgia. I love this place. The shutdown is awesome. You can see it right there, Dave.
Yeah.
You don't be scared of anything. That's uphill shutdown into a forest.
I won't need to go that far, it's okay.
And we hauled the Nova here today with the ringer. If the Nova's not fast enough to beat Tony, we'll use the ramp truck. Yeah, that's how confident we are. Anyway, we're gonna unload the car right now, make some passes naturally aspirated without the nitrous to make sure the engine is happy. I know Newbern is nervous and anxious to get this over with because all he wants to do is spray it. And then at 2 o'clock today, Tony Angelo is gonna line up at Maple Grove in Pennsylvania, and he's gonna run his own pass while Newbern runs his own pass here, and we win. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh my God, I'm about to die.
Here we go, first burnout. Ram truck 454. Woo! There we go. We got ourselves a burnout. All right, here we go. Paradise Dragway, 8th mile uphill drag strip. Newbern's going for it. Come on, buddy. Oh, it's squirrely. 840, not bad.
Woohoo! Oh, that was fun. I need a little more tire pressure. It wanted to get swirly at the top end, but did good. God, that felt good.
Yeah.
It was 8.4?
Yeah, man.
Not bad.
Really not bad with a motorhome engine.
Right.
And it spun and bogged, and then every time you shifted it, I thought it was gonna crash.
Yeah, I probably need to go up a little bit of PSI on the tires. I'm down to 12. I probably need to put about 14 in them
Yeah.
because it was a little squirrely, but I mean, it felt good. Felt great.
We are here at Maple Grove Raceway, and it is race day for our half-full Monte Carlo. This thing is awesome. We worked super hard for like an entire week straight to turn this shell into a car that we can go battle Finnegan and Newbern. Am I a little bit terrified? Yes. We'll see what happens.
That seemed pretty damn good. 796, 88 mile an hour. I think that was a good run.
That works. That's something. We got a 12-second car here. We're fighting this shifter. I can't really tell what gear I'm in, but I think I've got it set up where it kind of shifts itself, and then I can knock it up one gear. But the car ran a 796, which feels great. The motor is a beast. David Newbern better be scared.
Much better. Yeah!
Hey! Hell yeah!
That actually left the line really well. So we went up 4 pounds of air in each tire and launched it at $5 grand, allegedly. Sounds good, dude. We're onto something here. Yeah, dude. You just picked up a 10th right there.
Yeah, felt good.
You could probably leave with even touch more RPM.
That was 5.
Yeah, it spun a little bit and then it was gone, dude.
Sweet.
All right, we aired down the rear tires a little bit, and the result was 775 at 90 miles an hour. Good run.
We ran a 775. That's really good. The trans is still being, the shifter is being wonky. It feels like it's shifting by itself. Pretty damn good. I red lighted. The footballs might be hurting us.
Oh, really? You want to take them out?
No, that was part of my tuning.
We got footballs.
Footballs are good.
All right.
We're dripping transmission fluid, like out onto the track.
Let me take a look.
So we're this close to running this car up to the starting line, getting ready to line up with Tony, and we realized, like, in the whole time we've been driving this car, both of those test passes didn't have wide open throttle. Right now, not only do we not have wide open throttle, but it wasn't contacting the full throttle switch to turn on the nitrous system. So if Newbern had gone up there, we probably would have lost. So we just took all the slack out of the cable here, and he just readjusted the gas pedal there, and now everything should work. Yo!
What's up, dude?
See that right there?
Yeah.
That's what winning looks like, right there.
Look at this beast.
We have wide open throttle now, which is a good thing. I highly recommend it. How about you? You ready to go?
Yeah. Did you guys eat anything today? You hungry? You take it to Gapplebee's or take it down to McDonald's for a Gappy meal?
I'm ready for the steak dinner you're gonna owe us when this is all over.
We'll see what happens. Let's do this.
All right, come on. Start them up.
All right, we're gonna go do our burnout. I'll give you a thumbs up when we're ready to stage, okay?
Sure.
All right. All right.
All right, we're gonna do a burnout now.
Okay, Mike, ready to count it off?
Yep, we are good, sir. He's rolling up the stage.
He's rolling up and staging. Tony's all staged.
All right, fellas, go ahead.
Ready?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that was not good.
I broke the gas pedal.
That's usually how we roll on Roadkill. It's never representative of your true capabilities, just your own ineptitude.
I broke the freaking gas pedal.
We'll get Newbern back here and find out if there's any parts left on the top of the motor.
We lost one bolt and about 2 quarts of transmission fluid.
What up? You were calling 3, 2, 1. I saw Pat go 3, 2. The girl flipped the switch. By the time I turned to the right, it was on the second yellow.
How bad was your reaction time? Because I think you said that counted, right?
Yeah, I red lighted. Because as soon as I turned, I hit it.
We win!
Then we'll call the start. And you can sit at the staging lanes, stage for 5 minutes.
We got no throttle cable.
Tell him we can go again.
We'll go again.
As soon as I hit second, throttle was gone. I was like, no, 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 no. So he red lighted, so that means I have a second chance here.
But yeah, I want to run again.
It liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, it liked
yeah.
it. I broke the pedal in half.
He broke the pedal.
I was pushing it hard.
Wow. Cast aluminum just said, we have a chance. We lost, but maybe he'll give us a, best 2 out of 3.
I mean, technically we didn't lose, but
No, technically he lost on a red light, but
that's still though.
I don't know what happened, but he said he couldn't see his tree or hear his tree. I don't know what happened. That car's quick, dude. He went 786.
So I gotta have the bottle.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the bottle. And wide open throttle and a functioning gas pedal. That would help a lot. We could through bolt this and maybe make it so tight that it clamps together.
Take that pedal off. I'm robbing the one out of the ramp truck.
I love it.
Now we've got a couple of issues. We know the transmission's leaking. The shifter, I can't get it to work right. And we're gonna try to mess around with that and fix it. But I know that Finn and Newbern are also struggling with their Nova. Something about wide open throttle. I heard they're taking the throttle pedal out of the ramp truck. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound great. We need to both get to the line and have a race. It's no fun if one of us doesn't get to run.
Please give us full throttle. Please, please, please. You're real close. Yeah, you're there. All right, fixed. Last pass didn't go good.
No.
Broke the throttle pedal in half. This one will be better.
I don't think we have any gears, so we'll see what happens. I think I got one.
We're ready.
If I get into second gear, you guys are toast.
You are the man! Woo! That was the pass of your life, dude. That was incredible.
It spun like crazy.
No, dude, it wasn't bad at all.
Really?
Yeah, it spun, but you had good wheel speed, dude. It took off.
Good job.
Woo!
We didn't tell what we ran yet.
What was your reaction time?
0.01.
Nice. What was your ET?
7.812.
Damn it!
We lost, dude. We ran a 790. I don't know what his reaction time was, but we ran a 790.
Damn, that was a good race.
That's close.
That's so close.
Which I don't even care, dude. When you go from broken gas pedal to 790, dude, you're the man. You drove the wheels off this thing. It didn't even go straight, man.
No, it was all over the track. I love it.
Oh my God, what a good race.
Good job, fellas. Good job. Way to build a car in 4 days. My hat is off to you. I don't know how you did that, but I'm impressed. 790 with motorhome parts, and they didn't even match motorhome parts, dude.
That's impressive as hell. All right, we win. Woo! Woo! Yo, I can't believe that we spent a week totally apart, building totally different cars, and ran within a tenth of each other. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
That's pretty amazing. I was about to say we owe them steak dinner next time we're in PA.
I was about to say the same thing.
But conveniently, the internet doesn't work, so maybe we don't owe them steak dinner. I don't know.
We owe them internet service.
Apparently.
That was awesome. I still can't believe that we built two totally different cars, 9 states away from each other, and ran within 1/10 of a second. I'm amazed. Close races are the best races, and we had one awesome race. We built the whole car from scratch, but we really did try to put some nice stuff on here. So honestly, I'm really proud of this effort. Huge thanks to Pat for being here all week. He killed it. Colin busted his butt a bunch too. I'm also blown away by those guys who did a little bit more of a roadkill job, I feel like. They just had an old motorhome 454, a little cam, and a bunch of nitrous, and they ran 790, so that's still a mind blower. Mostly stoked about going to get a free steak dinner from those two when we can all be together again safely.
We did it!
Yes, we
Dude.
kind of did.
4-ish days, mismatched motorhome ramp truck parts, and this junk went 790 on the only pass you made A to B with nitrous.
We ran so close. They went 781.
Yeah, we ran within a tenth.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's legit junk. And somehow I still care. Like, I'm really happy the rods aren't laying on the track, because I'm like, we can drive out of here in this, which is good, because there's no gas pedal in the tow truck now. Let's go.
I'm ready to get out of here.
We'll see you next time on Roadkill.
Oh. No. Oh, go get him. This is like the second time I've tried those things.
What kind of umbrella you got there?
Oh, dude, pirates. Come on. For boats. It's my kids, all right? Pirates.